Mark Dooley says, should the Celtics be the favorites in the East? The favorites in the Eastern Conference? I feel like that's a bit bold. I'm not ready to say they're like the favorites because I think there's at least 3 teams that are going to be better than Boston this year. I think the Milwaukee Bucks will definitely be number 1. I think the Miami Heat are easily number 2. And then I think you can maybe argue with me that Brooklyn or Philly or Boston could be in at number 3. I think these last 3 teams are all a bit interchangeable. Brooklyn, Boston, Philadelphia, all interchangeable. But to say that the Boston Celtics will be the number 1 team in the Eastern Conference just doesn't feel realistic to me. So I'm going to say no, but I think they could be at least top 3 at the highest. I think at the very lowest, I think their floor will be 5th in the Eastern Conference. If you want more Celtics coverage, I got you covered at youtube.com/CelticsTV. But who do you think will be the favorites in the Eastern Conference? Excuse me. If you think it's the Bucks, type B. If you think it's the Brooklyn Nets, type N. If you think it's the Miami Heat, type H. Or if you have a different team, maybe the Boston Celtics, go ahead and let me know in the comment section. Zane says Celtics trade Romeo Langford in an unprotected pick for Buddy Hield. We haven't seen what Romeo Langford looks like. Until we see how healthy Romeo Langford is and we can see if he can actually play at the level of a lottery pick that he was a couple of years ago, we can't really trade him for a proven talent like Buddy Hield. Now, the pick is great, but I'm just not convinced that it's ready to be, it's good enough to land them Buddy Hield for just Romeo Langford. Maybe if you threw in a Grant Williams or a Carson Edwards plus one other player, but just Romeo Langford in a pick, I think the Kings say no. But go ahead and subscribe to our Celtics channel for more of that coverage. Clay says, what's your favorite city jersey? Ooh, good question. There's a lot of good ones. I like the Phoenix Suns city jerseys quite a bit. I really like the Los Angeles Lakers city jerseys. And I also like the Dallas Mavericks white and gold jerseys. All 3 of those are honestly got to be top 3 for me. And if you want a city jersey for yourself, chatsports.com/NBA City has got you covered. But not just jerseys. We got much more than jerseys available on that website. I'm talking hats. I'm talking hoodies. I'm talking more jerseys, jackets, whatever you guys need at chatsports.com/NBA City. They've got you covered. Any team, any NBA City style you want. Hey, if you want last year's City edition, you can go find that at this link too at chatsports.com/NBA City, and all that stuff is on sale. But out with the old, in with the new. Go get the new stuff today from that link at Fanatics at chatsports.com/NBA City. Best place to go for all your City edition gear. So go check us out, chatsports.com/NBA City. Click that link today. Bob the Pickle says Rockets get 2 first and 5 second-round picks and Carson Edwards. Guys, come on. I mean, the Celtics didn't even play Carson Edwards last year. He was stuck in the G League, okay? I was on board when you said 2 first-round picks and 5 second-round picks, and then I saw the player you threw in there. I like Carson Edwards. I hope he's great. He's averaging 3 points per game in the NBA right now. Let's be realistic. If the Celtics want James Harden, they have to give up either Kemba Walker, which I don't think they want Kemba Walker if they have John Wall, or Jaylen Brown or Jayson Tatum, at least. And I don't think you give up Jayson Tatum for James Harden. I honestly, at this point, I wouldn't give up Jaylen Brown for James Harden if it had to come with all those draft picks as well. If the Celtics want to pull something off, maybe somewhat realistic, I don't know, maybe Marcus Smart and a few picks and your young guys like Aaron Nesmith or Grant Williams. But I can promise you right now, if the Rockets heard Carson Edwards' name come over the other line of over the other end of the phone, they're just going to laugh. I'm sorry. They're just going to say, absolutely not. Try again next time. The Real Goat says, who's making it out of the Eastern Conference? I know it's a boring answer, but I think it's the Milwaukee Bucks again. Not again, but I think it's going to happen this year. I think Giannis, Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton is arguably one of the best trios in the NBA, and I got to say, I think they're easily the best team in the Eastern Conference. BB says, do you believe the NBA season could be postponed or even canceled due to COVID? No, I don't. We've seen now college sports go through it. We've seen the NFL go through it. We've seen the MLB go through it. We've also gone through with the NBA bubble, and it all worked out. Listen, you're probably going to have a couple games that get postponed, maybe a couple games that get canceled. But in a season that's 72 games, you're going to be just fine. Is it going to suck some nights when it's like all of a sudden, 3 minutes before the game, we find out 5 guys have it? Sure, you're probably not going to always see all the brightest stars every single night, but at the end of the day, I think they're going to find a way to get through this. But nobody really knows what they're talking about when it comes to this whole thing. So who knows? I could be totally wrong.